Kia, I've had enough of this nonsense. Have you been able to reflect on your actions yet? You're taking your sweet time. If you're pretending to avoid me again, I'll have no choice but to punish you somehow. So please stop messing around. I'm your mother-in-law, for goodness sake. I should have known that you were going to treat me badly. You were the one that locked the storeroom door behind me. Good thing I happen to have a drinking bottle with me, so I'm not too worried. It would have been a worse situation if I was suffering from dehydration. You've got a lot of nerve acting like you have, don't you, Kia? Don't you see how horrible you're being to me? I told you so many times this morning to finish all of the laundry, all right? But by 12 o'clock, the laundry was still not hung up on the drying rack. You were supposed to put the washing on the rack and put it outside in the yard to dry. Is it really that difficult of a chore to do? But you told me that the clothes rack is old and that I should replace it with a new one. I was looking for a better drying rack in the storeroom. You know that excuse isn't going to work on me, right? I'm not as dumb as you think I am. I do have a brain and a degree, so don't think you can get around me. You're the wife, so you should be the one who needs to be aware of the deterioration of the appliances and other things in the house. Because you can't even do things like that, it makes you a terrible wife and an even worse cleaner. I knew you were going to be useless as a wife. I'm not surprised that you'd call me that, Sandra. You've always been so horrible to me since we met. Besides, don't you think locking your daughter-in-law in a storeroom in the middle of a summer heat wave is worse than anything I've done to you? Are you kidding me? Let me just ask you something. Do you really think I would have done this on purpose? Are you serious? I can't think of any other explanations as to why all of a sudden I got locked in here apart from you pushing the door closed. Look, I had no idea that anyone, let alone you, was inside. The door was wide open when it shouldn't be. Look, I'm sorry, okay? The door's normally kept closed. I guess I couldn't hear you because I was listening to music through my earphones. I know for a fact that's not true. Didn't you just say that I need to be punished for something? It makes no sense if it was an accident. I don't know, dear. I guess this is just the form of the punishment that came to mind. I had no intention of locking you up in the beginning, I swear. You know what you're doing is super shady, right? No matter how you look at it, you did this intentionally, didn't you? Well, you know, Kia, if you had the time to come here, why don't we train you how to be a better bride and wife, huh? You know, I really don't care anymore. If you're going to be this way, fine, so be it. You know, thanks to you locking me up in here, I found something good to use from the storeroom. Okay, good. About time you started being useful. In that case, why don't you hurry up out of there and start to make some dinner? Oh, also, I haven't had the time to clean up the yard, so you can do that as well, just for being a little smart aleck. Fine, I guess I can do that. I'll clean up everything properly so you don't worry about a thing, Sandra. Oh, I'm not. Now hurry up out of the storeroom and do your work. There are a lot of chores to be done and not enough time in the day to do them. Hurry up and stop messing about. Hey, Kia, I need to talk to you. Did you make a reservation for the flight yet? The family trip's coming up the day after tomorrow. I haven't been able to see your ticket yet, so you need to show me right now. I really need them so that I can go and visit my son. It's been too long since the last time I saw him. Huh? What are you talking about? I shouldn't be going, right? Why am I supposed to be booking a flight for, Sandra? What on earth are you saying, girl? Shouldn't you have already booked the tickets? Isn't it obvious? It's your job to do these things for an older lady like me. You're going to buy me a plane ticket and drive me to the airport on that day. How many times do I have to tell you this? Okay, well, this is the first time I'm hearing of such a thing. Do you really think that I'd forget to book you a ticket? You never told me in the first place. It's the wife's duty to buy things for her mother-in-law, and that includes buying plane tickets for me. I can't believe this. How could you be such a useless wife? Even if you say something like that to me, I'm not even going to try and understand your feelings towards me. After all, I am obviously not included in this family trip or anything. It's like I'm not even a member of the family. How can you call it a family trip when you're excluding people? I'm going to go and see Jeremy, who's away on his own, so of course it's turned into a family trip. It's normal for families to fly halfway across the country to see one another. Oh, is that so? I had no idea you were even doing this. Even if you asked me nicely to take you to the airport, I couldn't because I don't have my license. Excuse me? This is the 21st century. How does someone like you not have their driver's license? Look, I just don't have one, all right? There are some people who just haven't learned how to drive. I can't stand cars. Are you kidding me? You don't like cars, that's your reason? But they're so convenient and reliable. It's such a great invention. Well, if you can't drive me, I guess I'll just have to catch a bus or something to the airport. I've got no choice, actually. I'll just take a cab there. I want you at the airport first thing in the morning waiting for me, and that's an order, Kia. Wait, what? What's that supposed to mean? You're wanting me to get to the airport before you? I can't just go to the airport when you're being dropped off by a taxi. Look, I've never been on a plane alone in my life. I need someone to watch me board the plane, and it's going to be you, okay? So you're wanting me to go to the airport a separate way from you just to see you board a plane? Yes. Do you have something to complain about, Kia? It's a special family, and I need as much help as possible, so do this for me. Well, if it was a family trip, I would be allowed to go too instead of standing there watching you board a plane. Why do you think I'd invite you to come with me on a plane? Do you think that we'd be going together? No way, I can't forgive you for how you've acted towards me. Now you need to stop getting carried away and just do as I say because I'm your mother-in-law. Okay, I understand, Sandra. I guess if that's what you want me to do on that day, I suppose I can do it. You really have some nerve being so rude to me, Kia. You're such a horrible wife and daughter-in-law. You need to show me more respect.
Hi, Kia. Did you manage to get on the flight safely? I'm really sorry about my mom. She's not really good at using her words in the right way.
Yeah, I've managed to book a flight and everything, but it's definitely gotten more expensive recently.
Yeah, I've noticed the price rise as well. But there's no need to worry about money. It isn't as important in the big scheme of things. I'm just glad you're able to book something. I'm really looking forward to seeing you, Kia. I have so many things to talk to you about.
Oh, Jeremy, I'm not going to be heading to where you are, I don't think.
Huh? What do you mean? You said that you booked a flight, though. You're not making any sense to me, Kia.
Well, this time it's a family trip, so I wasn't allowed to come since I'm apparently not part of the family. I'm sure Tilly was also looking forward to seeing me.
Are you kidding me? Is that what my mom said to you? That only family can go? You're a part of this family. You're my wife, for goodness sake.
Yeah, things have gotten so much worse since your work made you transfer, Jeremy. Every day I'm told by your mom that I'm not part of the family. Then the other day, things just got so much worse. She locked me in the storeroom for a while until I started to obey her orders.
I'm sorry, what did she do? Why didn't you tell me this earlier? Kia, you need to keep me more in the loop. She can't treat you like this.
Well, I know how really depressed you've been about this work transfer, right? I didn't want to make things worse for you, and I thought I could handle it. I didn't want you to worry about me when you were struggling yourself. It didn't seem fair on you to do that.
Look, don't worry about that. Things aren't so bad with work now. I'm getting used to it. I just wish that I could be closer to you. Well, you should have at least talked to my sister about this, okay? You can discuss more things with her.
I didn't want to bother her with this either since she lives so far away as well. I just thought I had more control of the situation. I don't have a lot of people to talk to, so it's more difficult to get advice from others. It's really hard right now.
I see. Aw, Kia, I just wish that I knew sooner. I'm so sorry about the way you've been treated. I feel terrible. I'm sorry I never noticed how much you were suffering with my mom.
Jeremy, it's really bad, but you shouldn't be the one apologizing for this. I never thought that your mom would treat me like this. She has such a horrible personality.
Well, I suppose I better tell you that my mom has been in touch with me a lot lately. She was consulting me about how you've been harassing her at home and other things like that.
Wait, what? Has she now? Why would she say that when I haven't done anything to her? It's me who's being harassed.
She told me that as soon as I left the house, you started shouting at her and abusing her. That's why I wanted the three of us to meet face to face. We need to sort this matter out once and for all. We need to have a proper adult discussion rather than hearing accusations.
Okay, well, I don't know if that's going to happen, Jeremy. Look, I've got something to show you. You need to watch this video.
What are you talking about? What video? Did you record something? Oh my God. What did I seriously just watch? This is unbelievable. This actually happened?
Yes, this is the video of me being locked in the storeroom by your mother. Even though I kept knocking on the door asking for help, you can hear her laughing on the other side of the door, can't you?
I guess the video confirms your side of the story. My mom was the one lying about her accusations all along. I thought it would be best to discuss it properly in person. Just the three of us so we can all be on the same page. I thought we'd be mature enough to handle that.
I never thought that she'd say or do something like this to me. It makes no sense. What a terrible personality she has, Jeremy. She really hates me, and she won't even give me a reason why she does. It's so frustrating to deal with.
Well, I should tell you that my mom and my sister never really got along either.
What? But she's her daughter, though. How can she not get along with her when she's her own flesh and blood?
Yeah, I've got no idea, Kia. The reason why my sister's living so far away from her is because she ran away from home. Mom apparently didn't like her independent personality. She believes that my sister should have gotten married and become a full-time housewife, but not all women want to do that, and they shouldn't.
I see. Wow, I can't believe it. Now I see why she's so determined to have me trained well as a bride and wife.
My mom wouldn't even let her wear jeans. Like, what's so wrong with wearing jeans? Almost everyone does, right? She told my sister that jeans are for men to wear and that women should be polite and be more feminine, so she had to wear skirts all the time. What's even worse? She threw away all the photos that had my sister in them. Can you believe that? Who does that to a family member?
Are you kidding me? That's horrible, Jeremy. No wonder your sister ran away from home. She was treated like crap by your mom.
My sister also consulted me about our mother and how she acted towards her. That's why I thought it would be best to hear both sides of the story so it can be straightened out. This time when we meet, I wanted to plan a way that we could all have different types of discussions without pointing fingers too often.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. There'll definitely need to be a conversation about all that's happened.
I'm so sorry that you're involved in such a huge family dispute, Kia. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I'll try and convince my mom that you need to go along on the trip with her so that we can all be together and talk this out. It doesn't matter if you're both not on the same plane, just as long as you're coming to see me.
Okay, I understand. I suppose we can do that. I just don't want this going the wrong way for us. Your mother can be very unpredictable sometimes. It's been exhausting trying to deal with her.
I'm really sorry about this whole situation, Kia. I know I keep apologizing. I just wish there was more I could do. I just feel so miserable.
What on earth is going on here? What are you doing? I've tried to contact you so many times already. How long have you been sleeping in for? Huh? Oh, it's you, Sandra. What are you up to? I don't get why you want to get in touch with me so badly. Are you kidding me right now, Kia? You're not supposed to be saying things like that to me. I'm the one who should be asking where you are. Cut the crap. I knew you'd be running late since you're a useless wife. You need to come to the airport right now. No, I'm not going to do that. I guess you haven't heard what's going on then, have you? I'm sure that Jeremy tried to call you many times. Why would that be? It's just going to be another call from him about his opinion on me. The other day I told him you yelled at me to be more kind to you. But he got angry at me instead. No one understands how I feel or makes the effort to understand me. Is that why you've been ignoring his calls recently then? To be honest, I don't care about all the calls he's been making right now. Are you really trying to mess things up by being almost an hour late for a family vacation? You need to come to the airport right now and get on your knees and apologize to me, you absolute scumbag of a woman. You're beyond useless and shouldn't be married to Jeremy. Sandra, do you have any idea that your daughter's funeral is in progress right now? Wait, what did you just say? What on earth are you talking about? What funeral? Why are you talking about my daughter? The day before yesterday, Tilly was in a car accident on her way back home. It was pitch black and there was a head-on collision. She was killed in the accident, Sandra. So the whole family is coming for her funeral today. Huh? Oh, there's no way that can be true. Kia, stop lying to me. If it's really true, why didn't I know about it before now? I'm her mother. I would know, right? I guess you didn't know because you kept ignoring Jeremy's calls and mine as well. I tried to contact you many times, Sandra. The funeral is going to begin any minute now, so please don't contact me during it. I don't want to be disturbed. Are you being serious right now? Is it true that Tilly is really dead? She's passed away. No, this can't be. That's what I just said, isn't it? She's gone, Sandra. I'm sure Jeremy also sent you many messages, so why don't you scroll back through your chat history to find what he said? Oh, I see what he said. Oh, this can't be real. I think I've gone into shock. Okay, I know what to do now. I'll head over there now. Please tell me where it's being held. What are you going to do when you get here? I can't accept you as a mother-in-law anymore. What do you mean? No matter what, I'm your mother-in-law. I'm also Tilly's mother, all right? No matter what anyone says to me, I've got every right to be present at the funeral. Sandra, do you even remember the last message you sent to Tilly? Do you remember how you treated her? Wait, what? What are you talking about? What message? I've got no clue what you're talking about. You sent a message to her just before she had her accident. The message went like this. You're not a member of this family, so you're not allowed to come on this family trip. Everyone in this family hates you. I hate you, your brother hates you, and Kia hates you. Your brother only invited you out of pity. When you get here, we plan on laughing at you together. Wait, what? I don't know what this message is. Where did you even get this from? Tilly was holding on to her phone before she died. When I went to take it out of hand, the screen lit up and all of those messages came up in the notifications. About 5 minutes after receiving all of those cruel messages from you, she was hit by another car. According to the driver, the car suddenly came out of nowhere and was looking unsteady. She must have been in some sort of trance. Probably because of those messages you sent, because a mother shouldn't say those sort of things to her child. But I didn't do anything. I didn't hurt her. It wasn't like I meant those things. Yeah, I don't believe that for a second, Sandra. We think that you're the one who caused Tilly to have her accident. She got distracted by what you sent her. Even though that might not be completely why she crashed, but it's hard to not think that. Now just wait a minute, okay? This can't all be because of me sending a simple text message. That's completely insane. Well, considering what happened to your daughter, you can't help but regret your decisions now, can you, Sandra? I despise you, Sandra. Your words hurt Tilly, and she died because of that. You couldn't just leave her alone, could you? Hey, you don't know anything about the situation, all right? She was the one who left me, okay? There was no doubt that she was always causing me trouble, and I knew that. She just had to go and break my heart by running away. I've got so much to say about this, but for now I'm going to leave it here. Your daughter's funeral is starting, and I need to support your family. Please excuse me. At least do the right thing and reflect on what you've done to your family and how they've suffered because of you. Hey, no! Get back here. Just wait. Kia, please. Wait. Hey, Jeremy, my son, are you there? Please talk to me. I really need you to do a favor for me, so reply as soon as you can. I'm begging you, please listen to what I have to say. Just this once, please.
And what is it that you want to say, Mom? Haven't you done enough? But sure, let's hear it. What do you have to say now?
I sent those messages because I was super angry and frustrated about the situation. I was a little annoyed that you invited Tilly on the trip.
You were frustrated? Are you kidding me? I don't understand what you mean, Mom. Tilly has always wanted to reconcile with you, Mom. Although the relationship didn't work out, I was grateful to her for basically raising me single-handedly, unlike you.
I said those things because I thought that Tilly hated me. I was only hurting her because she hurt me.
But why would there be any reason for me or Kia to hate my sister, Mom? I can't believe you right now. Stop all your lies.
I'm really sorry, Jeremy. I never expected something like this to happen to my family, but isn't it true that Tilly hated me?
Would you seriously just stop this? You've done enough to us. You make me sick, Mom.
What do you mean? Well, it's unfortunate that things have turned out like this, but a messed up mother and daughter relationship can go wrong. It's a rare occurrence, though.
Okay, whatever, I get it. So you're basically saying that you've more or less done nothing wrong. You just had a quarrel with Tilly, and then all of a sudden you've become estranged from each other? So there's nothing you could do about it?
Exactly. There was nothing I could do. After all, how else could I have fixed this? Who could possibly know that things would end up like this? I hadn't been in touch with her for a long time, and I did say some immature things, but...
You say that you both haven't been in contact with each other for a long time? Would you quit it with all the lies? It's so frustrating.
Huh? I'm not lying. What are you talking about? Since when was she in contact with me?
I know that my sister was in contact with you, Mom. You asked me for her contact information to try and attempt to mend the relationship with her.
That's not right. I never received a call from Tilly. I think I only ever talked to her for a little bit on the phone, and then she immediately hung up on me.
Cut it out, Mom. You're such a liar. The only reason you were going to make up with her is because you needed money.
Huh? Wait, what? I don't know what you mean. What money are you referring to?
My sister was nice enough to pay you the money because she did as she was told. She thought she was at fault with the relationship. She was thinking she was the reason the relationship turned sour, but it was always you. As soon as you received the money, you cut off all contact from Tilly.
That's not true. I didn't do that. Did you hear that from Tilly? She bends the truth a lot, you know.
Yes, I did. She told me. That's why I tried to create opportunities for all of us to get together as a family. As I was stuck in the middle. I thought I needed to hear what you had to say about the whole thing.
If you knew everything, then why didn't you say something about it to me? Why be so secretive about it?
I wanted to believe that you wouldn't do that to another family member, Mom. But you also treat Kia like crap too, don't you, Mom? No matter how much you love me and how much you care for me as a mom, I can't let you treat the other women in this family like crap. I thought this was a huge misunderstanding, but it's not. You're just a terrible person.
That's enough, Jeremy. What are you going to do then? Kick me out of the family? Fine, just do it. I just won't come anywhere near you anymore. Are you satisfied? Do you really want me out of your life that badly? You know that you'll have no more mother if you do this to me.
I really thought that this could be fixed, but obviously not. There's no way I can keep my arms open for you anymore. You really are the worst mother in the world, Sandra. You're complete and utter scum. Don't come near me again.
Oh, Sandra, I thought I'd better message you again. I don't want to go into too much detail about this. But I better tell you that I've decided to sue you. That's all I need to say. Hold on, what? You're suing me? What for? Do you even have a good enough reason to do that? I'm suing you for damages, for locking me up in the storeroom and keeping me away from the outside world. Didn't I tell you? It wasn't intentional, it was an accident. I didn't know you were in there. How would I know? Yeah, well, you know how you said you couldn't hear me because you were listening to music? Well, then you better watch this video recording. How is that possible? Were you recording in the storeroom? There's no camera in there, so how did you get footage from the inside? Yes, of course, I was locked inside. When you told me that the drying rack was in the storeroom, I was a little worried that something like this would happen. So that's why I took my phone and my water bottle in with me just in case. I also started the recording as soon as I walked in. You can clearly see that you were following me and that you closed the door behind me. Also, you can see that you weren't wearing any earphones. All I wanted to do is train you to be an obedient and polite wife, and you weren't doing what I told you to do properly. Oh, is that so? So you thought it would be best to lock me up until I complied? That's a good enough reason to sue you. Also, please get out of the house. You're not welcome there anymore. We're cutting you out of our lives for good. You've got no right to live in that house where Jeremy and I live and put our hard-earned cash towards the rent. What? You can't just kick me out of the house. That's a terrible thing to do. You wouldn't really do this to me, would you, Kia? Considering what happened to Tilly, we've had enough of you and don't want to end up like my sister-in-law. So bye-bye, Sandra. I guess it's way too late to say it now, but I'm being remorseful, especially with what I did to Tilly and to you. Please just give me one more chance. Didn't you hear me? We are cutting you off, Sandra. You'll never learn to listen to me properly, you piece of trash. Hey, is it true you're coming back here? Is your company actually allowing you to come back to the main office?
Oh, yes. I don't know when my mom will start to hold a grudge and come after you. So I'm coming back. Let's move to another place.
But what about your job? What are you going to tell your boss? Do you think you'll be able to make this move without any problems?
I explained the situation to the company, and I'm having my work moved there. They were being a bit unreasonable, but I said you're more important. Because of me leaving, it's my fault that my mom treated you so horribly. I don't want you to deal with things like that on your own anymore.
But Jeremy, it's not your fault. You had no choice. You had to move for work. Don't take this to heart too much. You shouldn't blame yourself when it was someone else who did wrong.
No. I'll take responsibility for this. I could have turned down the transfer job, but I didn't. Look, what happened, Kia? I don't want anything to happen to you because of my mom. I knew that you were both having problems with each other, and I did nothing to stop it. I also trusted my mom over everyone else. I started to think that the problem was my sister, or that it was a whole misunderstanding.
She's your mother. No wonder you wanted to believe her. Don't worry about me. Just think about Tilly.
I know, yeah. There were so many things I wanted to tell my sister, but I can't now. She's gone, and I've got nothing of hers to keep her in my thoughts.
Yeah, it's really sad, Jeremy. Actually, a good thing has come out of me being locked in that storeroom.
Oh, really? You think so? What was so good about it? Was there something in the storeroom that you found? Wait a minute. This isn't what I think it is it? Where'd you get this? I thought there were no more photos of Tilly in the house.
Yeah, I found a photo of you and Tilly when you were in middle school. It was hiding in the storeroom. It's a little bit dirty, but I'm sure we can have it cleaned up. I'll give it to you soon.
That's really sweet of you, Kia. Thank you so much for finding this. Now I can have some good memories of my sister.
Yeah, it happened to fall off the top shelf in the storeroom, so I don't think it was me who found it. I think your sister wanted you to have it. After that, Kia won the lawsuit against her mother-in-law, Sandra. She was able to receive a large amount of money as she was compensated for being locked up. She was worried about Sandra's resentment towards her, but it seems like she's lost all of her energy. Now that she's been kicked out of the house, she is drowning in debt. Sandra seems to be wandering around the city like a derelict up to no good. She can't help but regret her past decisions. She'll live the rest of her life in pain. Kia and Jeremy now live in a new apartment together and are living a happy and fulfilled life. Now, with Jeremy by her side, Kia is more than happy to forget what happened to them.
Hey, Jane. Are you there? Because you couldn't tell with you hiding yourself away from everyone. Now stop this nonsense and come out so that I can see you. After all, it's been 10 years since I last got a good look at you. Are you really just going to keep your mother-in-law waiting all day just to see her daughter-in-law?
Hello there, Kelly. It's nice to hear from you. To be honest, I didn't think that I would get any kind of message from you at all. But I can't believe it's already been 10 years. It really is hard to wrap my head around.
Well, that's what I should be saying. Now just how much longer are you going to be hiding from me, huh? All you do is make up excuses like being too busy with work to ever meet anyone. But I have had enough of this. I want you to come out and greet me to my face right this instant.
I'm really sorry, Kelly. You're absolutely right that we haven't seen each other in a long time. But I think the truth of the matter is that you don't want to see me either, so I don't get why you're pushing like this.
What in the world are you talking about? When did I say that I don't want to see you? I don't ever remember saying anything like that in the slightest. Unless you're talking about way back then. But that was years ago, and things have changed now, Jane. You really shouldn't be holding a grudge like that.
No, I'm not talking about back then at all, actually.
Oh, I know all about why you're acting like this. My son John has told me all about what's got you this way. It's all because you hate me. You hate your mother-in-law, and that's why you do all you can to avoid seeing her. That's what you've been doing for the past 10 years.
Wait, Kelly, no. I don't know why you think that, but it's not because I hate you at all. I have actually offered to go and try and see you, but it's always John who tells me not to go.
That can't be right. Don't you start telling lies about my son. How dare you try and pin this all on my poor little boy? You really are exactly like he tells me you are.
I'm not sure what you mean by that. What kind of person does your son tell you that I am? Has John been telling you things about me?
Oh, you bet that he has. And there isn't a single secret of yours that I don't know. He's told me everything. For instance, I know that you're a good cook, and that's about it. That's why I want you to show your face to me, so I can finally smack some sense into it for my son's sake.
Wait a second. Is that really what John has said to you? Because I really don't think that's true at all. I think I'm a terrible cook, but I always thought I made up for it by handling all the chores at home. But I know that John and I have our problems. I really am trying to make this marriage work, though.
Well, it seems to me like you're hardly doing enough as it stands. Honestly, just how my son ended up with a woman like you, I'll never know. And to think that you have the gall to avoid me after all this time being married. You really are a rude and selfish woman. Do you know that?
Kelly, please. I really have tried to go and visit you now and then. But every time I've tried to go, it's John who tells me that you don't want to see me and that I'd just cause trouble. That's why eventually I stopped trying to go out to see you at all.
There you go again, trying to peddle that horrible lie about my son. Do you really think that you're going to turn me against him? I know that the real reason you're not making the effort to come and visit me is because you hate me, isn't it?
You don't actually think that, right? I promise you that I really have wanted to spend more time with you, Kelly.
Well, then what are you trying to say? Because John is always telling me that you don't come because you dislike me. That's why we're always getting into fights when you come over, and that's why you try and avoid me. You think it's just easier this way. But that's just further proof that you've hated me all along.
Please, Kelly, you have to listen to what I'm trying to tell you right now. I'm trying to tell you the truth. You've got this all wrong.
Okay, then. Why don't you bake me something and bring it? Maybe if you can do that and offer me something good as a peace offering, then I could forgive you. But it better make up for all 10 years that you haven't come to see me.
You want me to bake you something to make up for 10 years of not seeing each other? I really have no idea what I could even begin to throw together for that. I could try and do something really special, but it would take some time and I'd have things I'd need to do before getting to that.
Aha! There! You see? You basically just flat out said that I'm on the bottom of your priority list. There you go again, finding excuses to put off seeing me. I really can't believe you. Here I am, giving you a second chance, and you just spit it back in my face.
Kelly, please, I think you're jumping to conclusions way too fast. You know that I work full-time, don't you? And then on the next long break I already have some traveling scheduled, so...
Oh, wow! You have travel plans? Well, please, don't let your lame old mother-in-law get in the way of your luxurious travel plans. I'd hate to bog down your busy schedule even further.
Well, the plans aren't even that luxurious, if you must know, and the whole trip was John's plan anyways. He said that he wanted to express his gratitude to me for all that I do around the house to keep it running. He just does these kinds of things for me from time to time.
I see. Well, isn't that nice that my son is so sweet to you? But I hope you know that you've done nothing to deserve a man like him.
Perhaps. But either way, your gift is going to have to wait until after our trip. Maybe I'll just get you a really amazing souvenir instead.
Well, whatever. If you're saying that my son planned this trip for the two of you, then I guess I can't complain about it. Just don't forget about me!
Of course not, Kelly, and thank you so much for understanding.
Hey there, Jane. It's been a while since you and I have last talked. It's Erin. Do you remember me? We used to go to school together. My last name is Cunningham.
Wait a second. Erin Cunningham? Oh, of course I remember you! Oh, wow, it really has been forever since you and I last talked. I'm surprised that you even have my number. But is everything okay? To what do I owe you the honor of reaching out like this?
Yeah, I really am sorry to reach out to you out of the blue like this. But the thing is, I had something I wanted to tell you, and so, well, here I am.
You had something you wanted to tell me? Well, what could this be about, I wonder?
I know this is going to sound weird at first, but just please hear me out, okay? The first thing I need to know is, how are things between you and your husband these days?
You want to know how things are going between my husband and I? Well, I don't know if I can say that things are going great, but they're not bad either. But what would make you even want to ask something like that?
Well, look, I get that it might not be my place to get into this, but your husband, John, I think he might be seeing someone else, and I think it's in your best interest for the two of you to break up.
Wait, what? What are you saying? I don't understand. Why are you talking about my husband like this?
I know that this must be a huge surprise for you right now, and again, I'm sorry to have to break the news like this, but I guess that my husband and your husband actually know each other, and he is where I heard this story from. So that's why I was checking to make sure things were okay with you.
Oh, your husband? I hadn't even heard that you were married. and I certainly had no idea that your husband and my husband were friends. Do you have any idea where the two of them would have met?
Yeah, they actually work at the same place and go out drinking with each other now and then, apparently.
I see. Well, I had no idea that his friend was married to one of my old friends. But how did you even figure out that John was my husband to begin with? Because I'm still not sure exactly who your husband would be.
Well, I just figured he was your husband because you updated your relationship status on your socials to say that you were married, remember?
All right. I suppose I did do that, didn't I? Oh, but that was so long ago that I completely forgot, really. In fact, I think most of the photos of us that I've uploaded are from before we were even married.
Well, anyways, my husband showed me some pictures that he had taken, and I realized it was the same guy. I realized that my husband's drinking buddy from work was your husband this whole time.
I see. Well, you have a really sharp eye, I'll give you that much. But why even come to me about this?
What do you mean? How could I not? You're an old friend of mine. I wasn't going to just let your husband get away with sleeping around on you when I knew that I had a means to contact you. Of course, I feel awful to be the one to break the news to you like this. I know it can't be easy to swallow all that I'm saying to you.
It really isn't easy at all. And I guess I was just surprised to hear from you since it's been so long. But anyways, thank you for coming to me with this. I really do appreciate it, Erin.
Yes, of course. I just can't believe that your husband would betray your trust like this. You really should just kick his butt to the curb and leave him right away.
Well, as tempting as that sounds, John and I have a son together, so getting a divorce isn't quite that simple. But if he really is cheating on me with someone else, then that might make this whole process easier. Either way, I'll just have to talk this out with John and we'll figure out what to do next.
Wait, what? You're going to talk to him about this? Oh, I really don't think that you should do that.
Wait, what? But why not? I mean, it sounds to me like my husband is seeing someone behind my back. I really feel like I should confront him about this. Ask him why he's doing this and then talk out the details of the divorce.
Well, hold on a second. Yes, your husband seems to have a girl on the side, but I think that they're talking about getting married, too. So if you divorce him, then you might be giving your husband exactly what he wants by doing so.
Wow, you sure seem to know an awful lot about my husband's situation. Did you really hear all of this from your husband?
I don't know anything. I'm only telling you what I heard through my husband, okay? I just think you should think this through very carefully.
I see. Well, I appreciate your input, but at the end of the day, this is going to be settled between John and I.
Wait, please, Jane. Don't tell John a single thing about this at all. I mean, if you tell him how you found out about this, you'll make your husband hate mine. And I would really hate to be the reason why you and John split up and why my husband lost such a close friend.
Well, I understand that, but it sounds to me like your husband has already broken my husband's trust by telling you this. But it's not like I can blame him. But now I just don't know what to do at all about this.
Well, I'll pass along any new information that I happen to hear about this, okay? But just tell your husband about what I've told you. If you really want to divorce him, that's fine, but just think of another reason as to why you'd want to. And whatever choice you make about this, I really think that you should hurry up and do it quickly.
Well, again, I appreciate your input, but this is something I'm going to have to think of how to handle. But I do appreciate you willing to pass along more information, and I'll take what you said under advisement.
Jane! You really are such a horrible mother. Do you realize this? I mean, really. The least you could do is send some money to me to help take care of your son. Honestly, do you think I run some kind of charity house or something like that? I'm keeping tabs of all the money I've spent on food.
Hello, Kelly. I'm really sorry, but I don't quite understand what you're talking about right now.
Don't you play stupid with me. You know what I'm talking about. Don't you dare try and get out of your responsibilities here. You have been traveling around for the past month while you've left your son here with me so I can look after him. Who in the world leaves their child alone for that length of time? Huh? Honestly, why hasn't my son divorced you yet?
I'm sorry, but I really don't know what you're talking about now. Are you saying that you've been with Harry for the past month? Because he's right here sitting next to me. He even went with us to our last trip together, so I haven't left him alone at all. Wait, what? Hold on a second. You do only have one son, isn't that right? Yes, I do only have one son. That's exactly why I'm so confused as to what you could be talking about.
But then, who in the world is this child that I've been asked to watch?
You're telling me that you've been watching a child for the past month because you thought it was Harry? Did John leave that child with you? Did he tell you that was Harry?
Of course he did. John dropped your son off with me a month ago. Or at least I thought it was Harry, but now I have no idea who this kid is. Are you telling me that you really have no idea about any of this? Because it feels like some giant prank is being pulled on me and I'm not laughing.
No, Kelly, I swear that I am just as confused about this as you are. But I'm telling you that I only have one son and he's sitting right here next to me right now.
But that can't be right. This kid here looks so much like his dad. But if you have Harry, then this must mean that...
I'm afraid that it appears so. It sounds to me like John has a secret child. What did he say when he dropped that boy off with you?
Well, he told me that you were all going on your trip and that I had better not say a word about you leaving your son with me to anyone. And then he patted the boy on the head and said that he was off to take you and him to the airport.
I see. Well, I really had no idea about any of this at all.
I know, but since you're all still away on your trip, then surely John must be there as well, right? Maybe you could talk to him about all this and clear this up.
Well, yes, he was going to come with us on this trip, but then a sudden business meeting came up and he said he couldn't make it. So I am on vacation right now, but it's only Harry and I here. I guess we both learned a lot about the kind of person that John really is, haven't we?
No! Don't say it like that! My son isn't a bad boy. There has to be some kind of mistake there. I'll call John and he'll clear this all up.
Well, if he really is on a business trip, then I don't think that John is going to be answering his phone. But now I wonder what he told you when he left.
He told me not to bother reaching out to either of you because he wanted to be able to enjoy his vacation without being reminded of the outside world.
I see. But then if he told you all that, why did you bother reaching out to me like this?
Well, it's because this little boy eats a ton of food. And across the time that he's been here, I've already gone through the money that John gave to me to buy food for him. So I just wanted to complain to you about this.
I see. But now you and I both realize that neither of us have any idea who this kid belongs to. But I'll be sure to visit you after we get back and look into this. In the meantime, you might want to ask that kid some questions about his family.
No, you don't have to come and visit at all. I will talk to this kid, however. I'm sure that he'll have a rational explanation for why John did what he did.
Yes, I'm sure John had a great reason for leaving behind his secret child at your house.
But this doesn't make any sense at all. In the past 10 years, this is the child that I always knew as Harry. John has left this boy with me so many times, but I always wondered why he acted so shy and awkward around me when I was his grandma.
Yeah, well, it sounds like there's a lot that's gone on with John that we don't know about. But if John has really been leaving this kid with you for over 10 years, then we still need to figure out who the mom is.
Okay, then I'll try and talk to this boy, and I'm sure that he'll give us a good answer that will solve everything.
Right, well, hopefully it's not too much of a process for you.
Actually, I literally just asked what his mom's name was, and he said it was Erin.
Erin. Huh. I really should have figured that.
Do you think you know this person? Because if you do, then this is all your fault.
Oh, I know this person. Erin is an old classmate of mine. She looks pretty innocent from the outside. But she had quite the reputation in school for stealing other girls' boyfriends like it was nothing.
I see. So then you're saying that you had your husband stolen away by this girl?
It seems like it. In fact, now that you say that, in home ec, Aaron was always good at cooking, but terrible at everything else. That's why I was surprised when you said that John said all I could do was cook. If he was talking about being with a woman who can cook, then it certainly wasn't me. And it probably was Aaron.
Wow. You sure are analyzing your husband getting stolen from you with such coolness. But still, I think it's hilarious that some old friend of yours ended up stealing your husband from you.
Well, it was only a matter of time before she could have him anyways. I was thinking of divorcing your son. Which I'm sure makes you all the happier to hear.
Oh, you have no idea what amazing news that is to hear. But yes, you two should get a divorce. Then you can finally leave my poor son alone.
I can understand why you'd want to get rid of me, but I should warn you that Erin is a real piece of work.
What is that supposed to mean? What's wrong with her?
Well, for starters, you already know that the only thing she can do is cook. But you should also know that she is very fickle and leave men on a whim. But as long as John is making a good salary, I'm sure she'll stay to leech off of him.
Well, who cares? At least it'll be better than having to deal with you leeching off my son instead.
Okay, have it your way. But don't say that I didn't warn you. You might also want to know that I've actually hired a PI to look into the affair between John and Aaron. I wanted him to gather evidence that I could use against the two of them during the divorce that I could sue them for the affair. Anyways, enjoy life with your son, who has lied to you for the past 10 years, and his secret family. I'm sure you'll all have lots of fun getting along together. After that, I got the completed report from my PI, who tracked down as much evidence as he could on John and Aaron's 10-year affair with each other. They were so happy to find out they could finally be together. But after they heard how much they were being sued for, their smiles didn't last long. I took the money that I got from the two of them and decided to move to a new city and start a new life with my son. We moved a reasonable distance from where my parents live, and they come over quite often to take care of Harry. Him and I have even started going to a cooking class together so that I can improve my skills in the kitchen. After a huge screw-up at his work, I heard that John was demoted and given a rather large pay cut. I heard that things between John and Aaron didn't go so smoothly after that, and that shouting can be heard coming from the house where Kelly, Aaron, and John live and struggle to keep with their bills and debt.
You know, when I heard you were the wife of the hospital director, I didn't know what to think. But I guess I was just picturing someone a bit younger. You're really, really old, though. I mean, when I think of the wife of some handsome, rich, smart doctor, an old woman like you is certainly not the first thing that comes to mind. But I guess a woman of your age really wouldn't mind if I just stole a man like Harry away from you, right? After all, a grandma like you probably doesn't even remember how to make the most of a man like that. But don't worry, I'll be more than happy to take him off your hands since he's clearly too much for you.
Excuse me? Just who in the world is this and what are you talking about? How did you get my number? And how do you know about Harry?
How do I know about Harry, you ask? Well, the reason why I know Harry, the doctor that you're currently with, is because I am none other than his ex. Harry and I used to go out with each other when he was still at medical school, training to be the doctor that he is today. And when I heard that Harry had finally climbed all the way up the ranks to become a hospital director, I finally knew that I couldn't hold myself back any longer. I just had to reach out, and here we are now. That just about catches you up with everything that you need to know.
I see. So you and Harry used to go out when Harry was still at medical school, before he became the doctor that he is today. And when you heard that he had become the hospital director, you just felt like you had to reach out and contact me? That still doesn't explain why you even have my number in the first place, if you were only ever with Harry. So I'm going to ask you this one more time. Why do you have my cell phone number? And why are you contacting me about this?
Oh, I really don't think that you need to worry about that. Besides, an old woman like you probably wouldn't even understand any of the technical jargon anyways. But anyways, more important than how I got a hold of your cell number, I think I'd like to know more about you. I mean, what kind of person are you anyways? And what makes you think that you're good enough to be with the director of a hospital? I just want to know so that I can judge if you're really good enough to be with someone like Harry is all. So go ahead, tell me a little about yourself.
Hold on a second. Let me get this straight. You're not going to tell me how you got my phone number? Instead, you are going to take it upon yourself to try and find out enough details about my life so that you can judge if you think that I'm good enough to be with a hospital director? I'm sorry, but why in the world would I subject myself to something like that when I don't even know who you are or what you look like? I am not about to tell you my life story just because you come out of the blue acting as if I owe it to you or something like that.
Oh, come on. Are you really not going to tell me? That's not fair. I mean, what is there even to hide? Do you really think you're that special? You do know that I'm Harry's ex-girlfriend, don't you? Anything that you know about him, I probably know 10 times more. After all, him and I were very, very close when we were going out. You're just the girl that he married after dating me, so I just want to know what he thought so special about you, and why you think that you're good enough to be dating a man like him. Now hurry up and answer my questions.
So basically, you contacted me out of the blue because your ego couldn't stand the fact that Harry had moved on from his college crush. Do I have that right? I don't have any interest at all in playing this little game with you. I'm not in the mood to compete with someone like you, and I don't care about who Harry was with before me.
You really are such a bad actor, do you know that? I mean, do you think I don't know that you're saying all this because you know that you wouldn't be able to hold a candle next to me? You really don't deserve to be the wife of a hospital director after all, do you? Someone of that status deserves someone much stronger and able to keep themselves composed under pressure. And that someone clearly isn't you at all.
You can go ahead and say whatever it is that you like about it. It isn't going to change how I feel about any of this at all. Now, is that the only reason why you chose to reach out like this? Is there no other reason why you want to talk to me? Because if not, then I think we can end our conversation here.
You really are such a little faker, do you know that? I wonder if you even realize how fake you're actually being right now. One of Harry's exes shows up like this to reach out and catch up and make sure Harry is doing okay, and you act as if you've just seen a ghost or something. Did you know that I'm actually 5 years younger than Harry? You look like you'd be his grandma or something. You must just be scared because you realize that you'll never be able to compete against someone like me.
Vicky, I've already told you this once, but you can say all that you'd like to me. It still isn't going to change anything, and the sooner you understand that, the better. Now I'm going to ask you one more time. Is there anything else that you have to say to me, or are you and I done here?
Man, you really are totally pathetic. It really is just sad. I mean, to think that you're a grandma acting like this. But whatever, I guess I'll just come out and tell you straight up. I am going to be taking Harry back for myself.
Excuse me? And just what do you mean by that? You really think that you're going to just take Harry back from me, is that it? What would even be the point of that? Do you have any idea about what you're talking about right now?
I don't need to hear it from you. You must have thought that when you married Harry, the hospital director, that you were going to have your life made for you, huh? Well, those days are over for you. You don't deserve to have that kind of life. But I do, and I'm going to do all I can to take back what's rightfully mine. I should have been with Harry, not you, and now I'm going to make things right. I'm going to have my dream life with my dream husband and never ever have to work a single day in my life. So, what do you think about that?
Literally, what are you even talking about? Are you threatening me? Is that what this is? Because if you think you're going to get away with this, I am not afraid at all to go to the police to get them involved if it means keeping you away from me.
Oh no, not the police. Whatever will I do? I wonder whose side the police is going to take. Some bitter old grandma or a sweet young innocent girl like me. Anyways, you've been warned, and I just want you to know that I always get what I want, and I won't let you stand in my way. Old woman or not, I'll bulldoze you over and bury you.
Okay, now that really does sound like a threat. Look, just please don't do anything to me or the hospital, okay? I really don't think that you realize what you're getting into at all, and you would save everyone a bunch of hurt and misery if you just forgot all about this.
Wow, you really must be having fun trying to play the strong, loyal wife, aren't you? But why bother? It's just us here. You don't have to act this way around me. Besides, like I said, your days with Harry are numbered. I was always his favorite girl. I know I've always been on his mind. And I'm going to prove it to you. I really just don't get what you're even trying to do, though. And that's why I think you really don't know what you're talking about at all. So can you please just stop with all these ridiculous messages and threats and promises? Hello? Are you even reading this anymore? I really am asking you to please stop all of this before you cause some serious trouble, okay?
Hey there, Sandra. I was just wondering how your day went. How have you been and all that? I know it's getting late, and you're probably starting to feel lonely all by yourself at the house. But I just want you to know that whatever you need, I'll be there for you. Anything you want at all, I'll always be there by your side.
Oh, Harry. I'm okay. Just please don't worry about me, okay? You know that we've been over this before, but you really don't need to worry about me or even contact me anymore, okay? Just please leave me alone.
Oh, come on. You don't have to pretend like you don't like hearing from me. I'm just telling you that you'll always be able to count on me is all. I mean, I would think that you'd have gotten over your ex-husband already. I get that you might be nervous about reaching out and asking for help from those around you. But I want you to know that I'll always be here for you, and there's nothing to worry about at all. That's why I keep messaging you and reaching out.
Please don't talk about my husband. I know that I've asked you not to mention him to me many times now. Besides, I'm on my own now, and I'd like it to stay that way for a while. So please don't worry about me. Don't contact me. Don't presume about my mental health. Just please leave me alone.
Hey, I know that you're fine. Of course you are. But I'm just here to let you know that you can be fine and still ask others for help. You know that I'll always be there for you no matter what, right? You have to know that you always have a friend in me, and nothing is ever going to change that.
Please, just stop it already. How many times are you going to make me repeat myself? I know that you and my husband went to school together, and that you two might have been close friends in medical school. But I wasn't a part of that time of either of your lives, and I don't have anything to do with it now. So please, just stop trying to act like you and I have a reason to keep talking to each other.
So what if I haven't known you as long as Harry? I know that you really don't have anyone else that you can turn to for help, right? It's so clear to see that you're always putting on a smile for the people around you. But I can see right through that mask. And you know what I see underneath it? A woman who's been hurt but has the strength to move on if she can just reach her hand out.
I'm sorry, Harry, but if you think that's the kind of woman that I am, then you really don't know anything about me at all. Besides, when was the last time that we've even seen each other? I haven't seen you in forever.
I remember the last time that I went to go and see you. I brought you back a souvenir from one of my trips. Just the way I have every single time I'd taken another trip before then. You always tried to be so polite and say that I didn't have to go and do that. But you know that part of the reason why I insisted on doing it was because it meant that I would have another excuse to go and see you, right? And what about you? What have you been up to? Don't tell me that you've been avoiding me. I've gone over a couple times since the last time, and no one has answered the door. Did I do something to upset you? Because if I did, then you have to let me know. I don't think I'd be able to live with myself if I did as a man. So, please, tell me if you're upset with me for some reason.
Harry, please just stop this already. I mean it. Stop following me, stop watching me, stop stalking me. What part of that don't you get? I'm telling you that you're upsetting me, but you're not listening.
It's okay. I guess you just haven't noticed how good I could really be for you. But it's okay. You will one day, and I'll be here waiting for that day to come. And when it does, I'll be right here, ready to protect you and provide for you however you need me to.
The only thing I want you to do for me is to stop messaging me like this and pretending like you know everything or anything about me. You don't, and whenever you say things like this, it does nothing but creep me out. Do you understand?
Oh, okay. I think it's finally starting to click for me now. Basically, what you're really saying is that you're too shy to come to me when you're ready. Well, that's just fine. I know that these emotions can be difficult. But don't you worry about it. I am a complete gentleman, and I'll be there however you need me.
I might buy that you were a gentleman if you meant in the context of being totally out of the times and a pig-headed chauvinist.
I am telling you my emotions. I am being open with you, and what I am telling you is to leave me alone. Just stop all of this.
I don't get it. I don't understand. You want me to stop telling you how much I care for you? You don't think I could ever really do that, do you? I mean, it's just texts. It's not like I'm doing anything real. And who cares if I want to be there for you to protect you and provide for you? Isn't that my choice to make? You don't have to be embarrassed to have someone who wants to be there for you so badly. So, please, let's just stop this game of cat and mouse and be honest with each other.
I really don't know how else to make this any more clear for you, Harry. I do not like you, and I don't want you to protect or provide for me. I don't even like the thought of you looking at me. In fact, I don't want anyone watching me as closely as you do, and I hate the feeling it gives me. So can you please just leave me alone?
But I just can't wrap my head around it. Are you not understanding what I'm trying to tell you? I want you to think of me as you would your late husband. I mean, we even have the same name. I thought that would make you want to be with me even more. Doesn't my name just make you feel safe and fill you with the emotion of being home and part of a family?
Please, just stop this already. Why won't you stop? Why don't you listen to what I've been trying to tell you this whole time? You might have the same first name as my husband. You somehow even have his last name too. But you aren't him, and you'll never be him. See you with his name, it doesn't make me want you. It doesn't make me want to see you in a good light. It just makes me miss my Harry, and that's it.
But I'm telling you that you can just think of me as your Harry. Don't you get that? Why isn't that clicking for you? I've been telling you this whole time that I'll happily be your new husband. Don't you get it? Your husband is dead. He died and left you behind, and there's just one man on this earth who cares about you as much, if not more than Harry did, and that's me.
Just stop it. Please stop talking about my husband like that. You have no idea what you're talking about at all. I know for a fact that my husband is watching me from up in heaven right now. And that's enough for me. That's the only way I want a husband right now. I don't need anyone in this world because I've always had my Harry looking out for me. So you can take your offer to try and replace my husband, which, by the way, is a horribly offensive thing to say, and shove it.
I guess I really just am not explaining myself right. How about this? Now that you're living on your own, you must be really worried about who is going to take care of you because you're a woman, right? I'm trying to say that I want to be the person who takes care of you. Do you understand? I'm saying that I want to help. Why don't you get that?
I get that they're perfectly fine, and I'm telling you that I don't need or want your help. You're the one who doesn't seem to understand what I'm telling you.
Well, you should know that it hurts me when you say things like that. But who am I kidding? I still like you too much to be pushed away. Besides, don't tell me you don't want a guy as handsome as I am, right?
Excuse me? Are you serious? You know, if you really have such a high opinion of yourself, then why don't you just go and be with another woman, huh?
Oh, don't worry about that. I am seeing other women. Plenty of them at that. But you're still the one I want. I've never had a woman turn me down as much as you have, and it makes me just want you all the more. Do you get it?
I don't get it at all. And if you're really going to put your desires over my own expressed feelings telling you to leave me alone, then it sounds like you need medical help.
Actually, if you really want to know, I'm with another woman in bed right now. Not only that, but I'm with an ex of mine who I actually really used to like. And I thought I might have been able to really like her until the day that I met you.
Why in the world do you think that I would want to know any of that at all? Not that it concerns me, so please just keep that kind of stuff to yourself.
Oh man, but you have no idea the kind of night I had last night. I met up with this ex of mine for the first time in a long time and, well, let's just say I don't think the neighbors were very fond of us the next day. Now I know that you're no spring chicken anymore, but I just want to assure you that I will rock your world if you'll have me. I can be gentle too, don't worry.
I literally think that I'm going to be sick. How dare you even send me those kind of texts in the same conversation where you're proposing to replace my husband?
Oh, come on. Gotta be a little jealous, right? I mean, can you really stand the thought of me being with another woman when you could have me right away?
I really don't care at all who you're with as long as it's not me. Now, I am very busy and very upset by this whole conversation, so please just leave me alone.
Hey there, Sandra. I've got some big news. It's finally the big day.
Ugh. I was wondering when I was going to hear from you again. What is it this time? What do you want? Because unless it's an emergency, I really don't have time to be dealing with you. In fact, I'm of half a mind to block your number right now.
Oh, I don't know if you'd want to do that. Then you missed the big news that I have for you. My big news is that I stole your husband from you.
What in the world are you even talking about right now?
I'm talking about the fact that your husband got me pregnant. That means he'll have to leave you, and I'll be the wife of the hospital director now.
Sorry, my husband got you pregnant? I'm still not following.
I would have thought that a lady as old as you would know how kids are made. After all, it's the whole reason I'm messaging you now.
Yeah, no, I get that. I just really don't think that my husband would do that at all.
Well, it really shows what you know. I bet you're just in absolute shock right now. You don't even know what to say.
No, I mean, like, literally. It is physically impossible for my husband to have gotten you pregnant because he died 3 years ago.
Wait, what? What do you mean your husband died 3 years ago? Is that a euphemism or something?
No, it's nothing like that. Just a very, very sad story, really. Harry had finished his night shift at the hospital and was driving back home to me. He was on the highway when a drunk driver behind the wheel of a large truck slammed into him and drove him into the wall, killing him.
Wait, what? No, that can't be right at all. Ugh, what is even your deal? Why would you say something like that? I am trying to share with you my big happy news, and you have to go and lie about something like that? What is the matter with you?
I'm not lying about anything at all. I'll have you know, I was asked to identify the body, and I have my husband's remains in an urn in my home. I really don't like to talk about this topic, though, so if you could be understanding and just accept this.
But this still doesn't make any sense. I mean, if your husband is dead, then who is the man that I've been seeing? Who is the man that I slept with?
Yeah, those like some questions you might want to try working on yourself. But all I know is that it wasn't my husband, and this has nothing to do with me at all.
But then, I don't get it. What's all this about? None of this makes any sense at all.
Let me try and take a stab at what happened. You are a lady with a penchant for stealing rich husbands from their wives. You met a man with the same name as my husband, even though my real husband has been dead for years, and mistook him as such. Then you let him get you pregnant because you thought that that would be what it took for you to break apart my marriage. Is that about right?
I don't know what to say. I've been tricked. How did this happen? But whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm pregnant now, and this man, whoever he is, can't run away and his money will all be mine.
Yeah, I really don't think that you should be so overconfident about that either. I mean, how did you two even meet to begin with?
Who cares how we met when this man has done nothing to make me suspicious at all? He told me that he comes from a very rich family. Besides, I already told you that I met Harry when he was still a student at medical school. You know all this, and you know that I told you what I was doing to take him back. I thought that he had married you and become the head of the hospital, though.
Right. You're with someone who happens to have the same first and last name as my late husband.
How can that be, though? How can there be two Harry Smiths who became doctors at the same time?
Well, for one, it's just a very common name. But it is true that my husband, Harry Smith, used to tell me about an old classmate of his who had the exact same name.
So then you're telling me that there are really two Harry Smiths? There's the guy that I'm with, and then there's your late husband?
It sure seems to be the case, doesn't it? But you should also know that your Harry has been a stalker of mine ever since my Harry passed on. I've tried everything to get rid of him, but it seems like you've done it for me now.
Wait, what? What do you mean that I've done it for you? What's going to happen now?
I don't really know. And since it's business between you and your Harry, I also don't really care, to be honest. You thought you were with my husband, but you're not. You're with no one that concerns me at all. Though, you should know that it was my husband who became the hospital director. Last I heard, your Harry was unemployed.
Actually, now that you mention it, Harry was unemployed when we were dating too. I can't believe that I really mixed up your husband and my ex-boyfriend. What are the odds of something like this happening?
Honestly, probably not that you're an idiot who remembers what their boyfriend looked like. I mean, did you even bother going online to make sure that your Harry was who he said he was? Or did you really think there could only have been one Harry Smith in the world, and that it must have been your ex-boyfriend?
I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking now. But it really doesn't matter, does it? Besides, My Harry told me that he was your husband. Well, he's a liar, I'm sorry to say, but it comes with the territory of being a stalker. I don't have an ounce of feeling for that man at all. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I just told you he gives me the creeps, and I hate it whenever he tries to reach out to me. And yet, no matter how many times I turn him down, he doesn't seem to get the message. But then, why would he even want to be with me if he's obsessed with you? He actually told me that he thought getting together with another woman would make me jealous. So I guess that he just used you. And that's gotta hurt, huh? So then, I was nothing but a pawn in a game for a guy who I wouldn't have even wanted to get together with in the first place? Yeah, and now you're pregnant with this kid too. It sounds to me like you've really gotten yourself into quite the pickle there. But as long as you being pregnant with this creep's kids means that I never have to deal with either of you, that works just fine for me. So good luck to the both of you. It sounds like you deserve each other more than you think. After that, Vicky continued to harass me, begging for help and asking what she could do to try and get rid of Harry. I told her that it wasn't any of my business what the two of them did with their lives now, and I blocked her number. Meanwhile, I had been working slowly to compile evidence that Harry had been stalking me. I had finally convinced some neighbors to testify about seeing him around my house. I also used Vicky's messages as evidence and was able to get restraining orders placed against both Harry and Vicky. They did nothing but cause me harm and annoy me. I knew that Harry would never leave me alone by himself, but now that he's taken care of, I really do feel like a weight has been taken off of my shoulders. And the best part is that I really didn't even have to lift a finger for all these problems to solve themselves. I didn't ask for any of these problems either though, so I suppose it's only fair to me. I know that Harry is still looking down on me. Maybe it was him who pushed the pieces just where they needed to be for things to turn out like this with Vicky and Harry. I just hope that he had a good laugh while doing it, because I know we're going to be laughing about it when I finally do see him.
Hey, I have some important news to tell you. I'm going to be getting married, Ivory. You'll be able to make it to my wedding, right? Congrats, I should be able to make it to your wedding. I'll just have to let my boss know about it soon, and then I'll be able to take that time off. I'm assuming you're going to be getting married to Zachary then. He's the guy you've been going out with all this time, right? That's right. And the wedding will be taking place next month. So make sure to tell your boss tomorrow if you want to have that day off. Is that right? Oh, that's pretty soon, but thanks for letting me know that. Once again, congratulations. I hope everything goes well for you two. You don't have to hope for any of that because I'm 100% sure everything will be perfect for me and Zachary. Or are you expecting for something to go wrong and that I'm not going to be happy in the end? What are you talking about, Edith? I would never expect anything like that, so don't take what I just said to you in a bad way. I understand that, but for some reason what you just said to me sounded like some kind of fighting words. You happened to marry a really good man right off the bat, and you ended up finding yourself a really good company to work for. I'm not sure all of that is the case. I sure didn't get married right off the bat, considering I was 31 when I married, and you happen to be 30 right now, so you'll be married before I was. So if anything, you're the one getting married to a really good man right off the bat. Well, I suppose that's true. So then it's totally fine for me to say that I beat you and that I'm the winner here? When it comes to marriage, though, it's not some kind of competition between two people to see who can get married sooner. As long as you're happy with the man you plan to marry, then you could be in your 50s and it wouldn't matter. Now you're just starting to sound like a hypocrite. Why, no matter when it is or what it is, are you trying to act like I have some ill intentions towards you? I'm not trying to hurt you in any way, and I'm most definitely not trying to be a hypocrite. I wonder about that. Are you sure you're not wanting to pick on me right now because your husband is making less than the man I plan to marry? Huh? What does that even mean? Why would I ever want to pick on you for something like that? I don't even know how much your fiancé is making right now, nor do I even care to know. And you for sure shouldn't know how much my husband is making right now. I pretty much know everything about him already. He works for a large company that will never fail in the future. Oh, how lucky it is to be you, never having to worry about any financial troubles in the future either. What are you even trying to say right now? I thought this was just going to be a light and happy conversation about how you're getting married. But right now it seems like anything but, right? I'm happy. I don't want you thinking you are the only one that can be happy here. Right now, it's looking like you're really trying to start something here. I never once said you couldn't be happy as well. Are you starting to feel worried now that you're getting close to a major turning point in your life? I think you're a bit tired or something, so I'm going to let you have some time to rest, okay? I'll text you later. Thank you for letting me know about you getting married and the wedding. See ya.
You're gonna be coming to our wedding, right, Avery?
Long time no see, Zachary. I definitely plan on being there next month. It happens to be the wedding of my very cute little sister, after all. By the way, actually, it seems that there is something going on with her right now. Has she been under a lot of stress recently about the marriage or something?
Well, of course, she's a bit stressed out. She's had a lot of planning for the wedding that she needs to focus on now. And when it comes to weddings, they cost quite the pretty penny. For the two of us, this has been a lot of stress, so it's no wonder she's been acting a little strange around you right now.
Well, I'm sure that's the case. You guys only have a month left till you get everything handled, right? Good luck with all of that.
There's another problem, though. Your sister does not have a lot in her savings right now. Nothing at all, really.
What?
I'm sure you're just as shocked to hear that as I was. I never thought I'd have to hear that from the woman who wants to get married so badly. Ivory, have you not been helping your sister out at all with money or anything? Or have you just been taking all that money from that massive company and using it all for yourself?
I wouldn't call what I've been doing using all that money for myself.
But you have been, right? You and your husband have been making way more than Edith and I will ever be able to make, and for the longest time now, you haven't been doing anything to help out your little sister, right? Do you really think that you're being a good older sister by doing that?
What are you going on about right now, Zachary? You think I should be giving her money? Why?
I'm talking about how you need to be giving her financial support. It's okay for family to help one another out financially, isn't it?
I'm not really sure where this is all going, okay? Both myself and Edith are adults now and have been living on our own for a long time. Why would I have to be helping her with money when she's been doing fine all on her own this whole time?
You should be helping her save up money because you're her family. That's your job. Edith has only been a temporary worker all this time, right?
Oh, is that right? Ever since she became an adult, she's not once asked me for any help. And I've never felt that she's needed my help with money, ever, after all these years of being family.
So, you're not holding responsibility for her then, and you still call yourself her older sister, huh?
I literally have no idea what you're talking about, Zachary. Has me never handing her any of my money been a problem for her? And why are you the one coming at me like this, blaming me for all her problems? Let me tell you right now that her relationship to me has nothing to do with you, and I'm sure you don't even know the half of it.
But you guys' relationship has a lot to do with me. A lot. I thought that Edith should have a lot more money than she really has.
What?
She was raised in a family full of money, and her older sister happens to have a lot of money too. Yet she barely has anything in her savings account, and is asking that we both split the costs evenly for this whole wedding. There's no way that's happening right now, okay? She doesn't even plan to wear a wedding dress there.
What are you talking about, Zachary? Is it really that big of a deal that she's asking you to pay for half the wedding? Actually, as the man, shouldn't you be willing to pay for more than her? You've said that you happen to make a lot of money with your job, so I just feel as though you should be paying for the wedding.
That is not the problem here. You have no clue what's going on, do you? And that's what's been causing all this harm to your sister.
So you're saying that I'm harming Edith now? Even though you were the one who was expecting there to be more than there actually is in her bank accounts. Is it really okay for you to be thinking that way right now? If it's becoming too difficult for you to deal with paying for half that wedding, then perhaps you and her shouldn't be getting married in the first place.
So, you really aren't aware of a thing. I'm just trying to say that you should be making a larger contribution to your little sister, that's all.
What? A large contribution?
I expect you to hand her a large amount of money to celebrate her wedding. It's only a month now before the wedding happens, and so you have until then to get your things in order. I would also like to support her if she continues to prepare everything for the wedding, but that money is the most important. There better be a lot in there. Show me just how much you care about being her older sister.
Zachary, for some reason it's feeling like you're threatening me to do all of that right now. I'm hoping that's just a misunderstanding on my end, right?
Oh, think of it however you'd like, Ivory. Now that I've mentioned everything I needed to, I'll be going. Please do your best here. A lot of things depend on it.
Ugh. Edith, this is about you and that marriage. I'm sure you would never rethink getting married to Zachary, right? Huh? You're going on about all that again? The last time I had to bother with this, it was during that time you were being a little stingy jerk. How much more are you going to cause me problems here? Do you really not want me to be happy that badly? So that's how much things have changed. I really want you to be happy, Edith, and that's why I've started to feel something wrong with that relationship between you and Zachary. There's something not right about him, and if you've noticed that too, I think you should leave him. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right? That's why you're so upset right now. There is nothing wrong with Zachary, and I am totally satisfied with him. Actually, I'm thankful to have him as my boyfriend because of everything he's opened my eyes to. He is the one person that seems to understand me and wants me to know that. Has he been talking to you about money? If you've been in a struggle because of money all this time, you should have said something to me about it. Would you stop talking to me like you know everything? It's pissing me off how much you feel like you're in the right here. Well, it's too late for you now because I'm not listening to a word you say, and I'm going to be even more happy because of that. So would you leave me alone now? I don't want to talk to you about these things anymore. But you'd better still be coming to the wedding. I am really looking forward to the present you'll have for me. So both Zachary and you are on the same page now? I was worried that he'd start to really rub off on you, but I guess I worried too much. Even now I feel uneasy about it, but you've already seemed to fall into his hands, so there's nothing more I can do for you. I'm looking forward to your wedding. Hey, Ivory, what the hell do you think you're doing? You really have no right doing this to your own little sister. What are you going on about? It's almost time for your wedding and you're this upset already? I think you have bigger things to worry about than texting me. A bride like you should be happy right now. The fact that you gave me 33 cents as a present is screwed up beyond belief. I'm cutting ties with you for this. I didn't think things would have to come to this, but I am done with you. What? 33 cents? Do you understand how I'm feeling right now? I just had a look in the card you gave me and there was only 33 cents. I just wanted to know how much you were giving me before the wedding started. And all there is in here is a quarter, a nickel, and 3 pennies. What the hell is wrong with you? Hold on a second. I can see you're really upset with me right now, but what do you mean there was only 33 cents in that card? This is just like Zachary was saying. You really are the worst bully of a sister ever. This is all you cared to give me, you wealthy butthole? I am your little sister, gosh dang it. You thought it was okay to treat me this badly on the day of my wedding? I have never wanted to treat you badly, Edith. And I never thought of myself as your bully either. Well, it's so messed up that you give me 33 cents as a present to help pay for my wedding. I'm not going to think of you as my sister anymore, so this is it. I'm cutting ties to you now, so get lost. I put $3,000 in that card for you, though. What? I put $3,000 in that card for you to help pay for the wedding. If that wasn't going to be enough for you, you could have just said so and I would have given you more money afterwards. But 33 cents? What the hell are you talking about? What do you mean? There's supposed to be 3,000 in this card? But there was never that much in here. I'm not sure what happened to it, but I made real sure that money was in there before handing the card to you. The wedding is going to start here soon, so I'll take a look and see what happened to that money for you. Just focus on enjoying your wedding today, please. You're lying, right? Zachary would actually do something like that? I'm sorry, but none of it is a lie regarding him. After looking through all the camera footage, he was seen clear as day on there. Camera footage? The security camera footage? That's right. This place made sure to put one in the reception office of this wedding hall in order to deter break-ins and things like this from happening. I went and asked to look at the footage of that camera since you were keeping all your gifts out there by the reception desk. So, there's even evidence of him doing it? So this was Zachary, and his family's doing, and there's no way one can doubt it now? I understand not wanting to believe your fiancé would do this, but this is all the truth. I'm pretty sure he had no clue that there was a camera in there, and his face can be seen so clearly since he never bothered hiding it any. The only choice I have now is to believe this. I'm disappointed. Also, before this all happened, I looked into Zachary a little bit more to get an understanding of him. It appears that his family has done a lot of bad things for money, and he's the same way. His reason for wanting to marry you is because he thought you had money, hence all of this. But I don't have any money! And when he found that out, he became a lot harsher with you, right? What I've seen in the footage as well is Zachary's older brother going and sitting at the reception desk. And when I came and handed the card to you, and then you handed it to him to put with your things, he pocketed the money that was inside the card. But it wasn't just his older brother that was involved today either, but his mom as well. They've all been using this wedding as a way of getting easy money. At least, that's what it seems like. I'm going to cancel this wedding. I feel really bad for you, but that is the best thing you can do at this point in time. I won't say anything else from now on about this, but the last thing I want to tell you is your family is all here for you. We'll help you if you really need it from us. You understand what I'm saying, right? I understand. I'm just in complete shock to have learned my fiancé and his whole family is like that. I'm sure it's hard to come to terms with. Now, you need to end all of this. End what that man's been doing to you, that monster.
Hey, my wedding's been canceled on me. All of this. It's all your fault, isn't it? I had planned all this out and it should have never failed.
So this was your plan? Well, I'm sorry to inform you that your plan is no longer going to come to fruition. Unless you have more to your plan than I thought. If that's the case, then I'm not sure what else you planned on happening. But the fact that you planned to use my little sister is total BS.
What the hell? I thought you didn't even care about your little sister. I was just wanting to get as much money from you and your family before the end of today, and after that I could cut ties to all of you. I was gonna make that all work with her because she was so easy to influence.
So that was your end goal, huh? That's why you were trying to get so much money from me and her wedding present? And you even went as far as to threaten me into doing that. Your character is even worse than garbage. It's a toxic mess.
That was the plan for me, but Edith was never any help to me. I was telling her over and over to go and steal money from you, but she never would. Did she even get a cent from you? I told her that we needed that money, but she never even took that seriously. Her uselessness has really caused me a lot of stress. We were supposed to get all this done with long before today.
I think you really underestimated my little sister then. She would never commit fraud like you thought, and thank goodness she didn't. No matter how often her and I may have fought when we were younger, and no matter how distant things may seem now, we are sisters, and she's a good person. I trust her.
Acting all high and mighty just because you have all that money, all you needed to do was shut up and give us that money.
You are never going to be allowed near Edith again, Zachary. And along with that, we are going to sue you for this.
Huh? Sue me?
Well, of course. Why are you so shocked by that? You and your family worked together to steal money from her wedding today. I'm going to let the police know this, and then they'll help us get you all in court.
Wait, please. You shouldn't do that.
Edith is already working on all of the paperwork with the police. We're not going to let you get away with what you've done. Now that we're done talking, get out of my sight.
You hold on a second. You don't have to get the police involved here. If you start talking to them and they tell my work, do you have any idea what'll happen to me? What did I do to deserve any of this?
I want you to think about what you've done until the day you understand. Bye-bye, you jerk. Don't ever bother my family again. Edith, I'm relieved to hear that everything went okay when talking to the police. I really hope you understand that you made the right choice by having that wedding canceled and getting as far away as you could from that screwed up family. I'm sure you think I'm acting like a smart aleck right now talking to you about all of this, but I just really want you to have a better life than what you were in for with that guy. There are plenty of better people out there you deserve, and someday you'll find them. It's all right now. You don't have to bother with me any. What? What do you mean? I messed up this time. You happened to land yourself a good husband and a great job. I started to question what was wrong with myself and why I would never end up like you, and that made me very jealous. I began to freak out a little then and went out looking for a way to get married as quickly as possible. And that's how I ended up with a weirdo like Zachary. But I wanted to be married and continued being his girlfriend, his fiancée, and then almost his wife. However, after all of this, I finally get it. Acting like that will get me nowhere in life, and I just need to focus on living life like you do. Focusing more on yourself than anyone else. You're almost right. You should be more focused on your life than anyone else's, but you should also not become too selfish like Zachary is. If you ever have anything you want to ask me about, just say so, okay? I'm always going to be around to listen to you and give you my input. Had you never told me anything on my wedding day, I would have never suspected Zachary had done anything. The fact that you stuck with me while I was being rude to you in order to let me know that you had evidence of him stealing the money was very kind. I wouldn't have ever thought to check that camera footage, but you knew better. So, Ivory, I just want to say thank you for all of that. And not just for this time, but for everything. Thank you. You're going to make me shed a tear saying all that. I hope you know I was never doing all that to get a thank you from you. I was just doing what I had to do as an older sister. So, from now on, if you have anything going on like that, please let me know. Well, if it's all right with you... What? Do you want to go out for dinner sometime? Just the two of us. This is the first time you've ever invited me out for anything. I'm really happy about that. I hope that with what's happened, you and I can grow closer again. When I've had a look at my schedule and know what days I'm free for dinner, I'll let you know. See you later, Edith. I love you. In the end, due to the information that Edith had told the police about the wedding day, they showed up at both Zachary's house and his family's house to question them all. They were all later taken into custody and would have to appear in court for their crimes. Edith was able to get herself a good lawyer, and it ended up a court case with Zachary's family versus her. And of course, with all the evidence she had from the wedding, it was an easy win. The judge ended up having his family pay her a settlement of over $50,000 for both the cost of the canceled wedding and the trouble they had caused her. But this wouldn't be the end for that family, because the police had been after Zachary's parents for a while now following all the crimes they had committed. They ended up having some robberies under their belts, a few from banks and a few from ATMs, and also multiple accounts of them having committed fraud by claiming to be someone they were not in order to steal money. These all landed those two both in jail and left Zachary and his brother having to do a lot of community service. All of this was later relayed to Zachary's work, and that led to him getting what was coming for him. A call from his boss telling him he would be fired and to come into the office and gather all his things with a security guard. Edith and I were able to use this all as a way of becoming closer to one another, and now we're both going out to eat quite often together. I was even able to introduce her to my husband, and this has led us to a really good point in terms of becoming a close family again. As a result of everything that's happened, I think this was the best outcome. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.